Hello kids, a very warm welcome in the amazing platform of Physics Wala Design and Architecture. I hope you all are doing good. Today in this video, we are going to dive into the very main element of our head या फिर our human anatomy, which is the head drawing, right? Even in the portraits, even in the anatomy, you need to understand the angles and how to construct the head of a human as well. So here in the video, we are going to use the Loomis method to construct the head of the human. So without any further delay, let's start with the sketch. Okay, I hope the sheet is visible to everyone. Yes. So first thing first, Loomis method we all have heard, right? It is used for the construction in the human anatomy and the proportions and everything is taught in this. But who has given the Loomis method? सबसे पहला question is, who has given the Loomis method? It is Andrew Loomis. It is what? It is your Andrew Loomis. This method breaks down the human head. This method does what? It breaks down the human head into simple 3D shapes. Construction of your human head is told by this method from any angle or any pose. Trust me, once you understand this, portrait drawing or your human anatomy becomes much less intimidating. एक बार आप ये समझ जाएं, ह्यूमन हेड एंगल बनाने में आपको परेशानी नहीं होगी. So what we do, we start with a sphere. We are going to start with a sphere. I want everyone to sketch along with me. Okay. It seems it is very light. So let's increase the intensity of our lines. Right? We are going to start with a sphere. Now you need to draw a neat circle. Now imagine slicing off a small piece from the side. That's the side of the plane of your skull. यहाँ से आपने थोड़ा सा पार्ट स्लाइस कर दिया है. Here. ठीक है. अब इसके बाद this flat plane also tells us which direction is your head is facing. ये आपका स्लाइस बताता है कि आपका पर्सन किस तरफ फेस कर रहा है. Here your ear also lies. तो यहां पर if you are drawing it this side, that means the person is facing this way. अगर आपका पर्सन इधर की तरफ फेस कर रहा है, तब you will slice it over here. ठीक है. Draw the sphere and try cutting the side plane, which we have done. The cut should always be slightly in the center when looking from the front. अब देखो, तीन हमारे ways हो सकते हैं. One is looking on the left. अगर person left की तरफ देख रहा है, then we are going to slice it over here. If the person is looking in the front manner, slight slice will be there on both the sides, and if the person is looking on the right side, then the slice will be here on the left. This is when the person is looking on the left, the front, and your right side. अब यहां पर now imagine the bottom part, the chin part. Imagine this chin part as your shield over here. ये हमें कुछ इस तरह से दिखता है. The bottom part looks like this from the sideways, right? This is the top part, the head part, and this is your chin part over here. So what I'm doing, I'm segregating both of these so that we can easily understand the upper part and the lower part, the eye part and the chin part over here. Now what we gonna do? We are going to add the center line. So let's make a circle once again. So first step is this, okay? Slicing off the side part where you have the skull. Now what we are going to do, again we are going to make a center line, a sphere, and here in this one we are going to add the center line. Now this center line will tell where the nose, the lips and the chin will sit. Where your nose, the lips and your chin is going to sit. Now if you look closely, I am making it, I'm drawing the contour lines here. Contour lines do what? Contour lines define your form. ठीक है, यहाँ पर अगर curve है तो it is going to define the form over here. अब so what we have done, we have drawn our brow line here, right? Now after the brow line, why do you think the curve changes when the head tilts? ऐसा क्यों होता है कि आपका कर्व चेंज होता है जब आपका हेड टिल्ट होता है? It is because the form, the surface is changing. Okay, now moving further, what we are going to do next, we are going to add the length of your face and the jaw. Now what you are going to do, you are going to divide this into halves. इसको आप halves में divide करेंगे and from here you have your jawline. Eyebrow या फिर eyebrow बोलते हैं ना बेटा. So this is how the head looks. So what you have to do, you have to draw the full structure, जिसमें कि first the sphere, then the side plane, the center plane, the brow line, the chin, the jaw line. The jaw changes based on the gender and the age as well. आपका jaw line changes depending on the gender and your age too. Your jawline will be softer for kids and more angular for your adults. आपकी जॉ लाइन बच्चों के लिए इट इज गोइंग टू बी मोर कर्व्ड और बड़ों के लिए, adults के लिए it is going to be more angular here. Now over here, what you will do, you will join it like this. Up, we are going to mark the eyes, the nose, the lips, where the eyes, the nose and the lips are going to fall in this head. Have you all understood this? किस तरह से हमने हेड बनाया है. अब आईज अगर आप देखेंगे, व्हाट वी डू, वी जनरली डिवाइड दिस लाइन. अगर फ्रंट एंगल में आपने स्कल बनाया है, ये लाइन, ये आईब्राउ और आई लाइन आपका 5 इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड होता है. 1 2 3 4 and your 5. Now where does your eye fall? On the second and on the fourth one. Now your nose, आपकी nose ends at the bottom of the center line. Your nose ends at the bottom of your center line here. ठीक है? Eye, this is your eyebrow line. Now under that you will have the eyebrows, eyes. Right? Lips are roughly the 1/3 of your nose. Your lips are going to be almost the 1/3 of your nose here. Now after that, the eye spacing. Eye spacing मैंने आपको बताया क्या? Eye spacing एक one eye gap between both. इन दोनों के बीच में एक आई का गैप होना चाहिए. इसको हम फ्रंट एंगल से एक बार और देखते हैं. There should be one eye gap between your both the eyes. Nose आपकी जो आपने सेंटर लाइन बनाई है उसके नीचे इट इज गोइंग टू एंड. आपके लिप्स आर रफली द 1/3 ऑफ योर आईज. लिप्स आर रफली 1/3 बिटवीन योर नोज एंड द चिन. प्लेसमेंट आपका 1/3 बिटवीन द नोज एंड द चिन एंड इट विल बी ऑलमोस्ट बिटवीन द सेंटर ऑफ योर आईज. लिप्स आपके लगभग आईज के सेंटर में आएंगे. Now let's start a full structure. This is the guidelines, right? Before moving to the fine head, what you have to do, you have to and you need to understand this. ठीक है, पहले आप इसकी प्रैक्टिस करिए. You map out where your eyes, where your nose and where your lips are going to fall, and then post that you move to the final one. So over here, I have drawn the skull. The side slicing off. Now since the person is looking this side, the eyebrow line in the center of your circle. This is your eyebrow line. Right? Now over here you will have your nose line. over here you will have your nose line. Now post that, the jaw. Up your center line, which is going to tell the placement of your chin, the placement of your nose, and the placement of your lips as well. Now let's start constructing the features of the human expression. Now what I do, I generally draw the sockets of my eye first. The side eye. Even if you are not doing fine arts, but understand this. Even if you're doing the comic strip, you need to understand the angles in which you have to draw the eyes, nose, or any other facial feature. You need to have an understanding how the expressions work, how the angles fall if the person is moving the head. और वो तब तक नहीं समझ में आएगा जब तक proportion की you don't have the proper knowledge. Okay. Allow me 1 minute, kids. दोबारा। Yes, apologies, kids. There was some glitch. Okay, coming back. So where were we? We were on the nose part. Right, now moving to the lips part here. We will have the lips over here. आप देखो लिप्स ना, ये जो आपका सर्कल है, द अपर सर्कल व्हिच आई वाज स्केचिंग, यहीं पर आपके लिप्स आर गोइंग टू फॉल. imagine now the contouring of your face, because it is not straight, right? अब कभी भी आप देखना साइड से इट गोज इनसाइड इनवर्ड्स. Imagine with the depth. Now where the ear will fall, आपके आई के और आपके नोज के बीच में ये जो हमने लाइन बनाई है, the ear will come over here between your eyes and between your nose. तो यहाँ पर ये जो आपकी बोन का स्ट्रक्चर हमने दिया है ना बच्चों, यहीं से वी कैन गिव द कॉन्टोरिंग एज वेल. Now coming to the hairline. Okay, hairline pattern for the female and for the males are different. For males, your hairline goes like this. जब bald patches होते हैं, it starts from here in your male head, right? And in the female, it starts from here in the center. So this is how you draw or sketch your face in the Loomis method. find the face in different angles. Have a look at this closely. Coming to the face in different angles using the Loomis method only. First is going to be your head, then the marking of your side skull, eye line. Now if you can see, ये मैंने brow line या फिर eyebrow line इस सर्कल के सेंटर में बनाई है. I have drawn this in the center of the circle. Now what you can do, you can divide this into equal 3 parts. This is your 1, this is your 2, ठीक है, 2 और इतना ही पार्ट अब हम 3 में लेंगे. 1, 2 and 3. Now over here you will join it like this. ठीक है, यहाँ पर इस तरह से what you do, you plan your head accordingly and you mark your eyes. Let's say आपको eye यहाँ पर बनानी है, you mark it over here, you mark it over here, and then the nose and the lips over here. ठीक है, now different angles of your face. अगर person is looking sideways and the person is looking up, so this, if the person is looking up, this part will move here. ठीक है, the same process, the center line according to the angle on which the head is tilted. Dividing it. The equal third over here as well. Now since this head is above the eye level, so we will be able to see this part of my neck as well. It is really sad, Aditya and Ashish, if someone has to prove their identity. Okay. If the person is looking above, लेकिन बेटर रहता है, आई थिंक एग्जाम में ये सब करने का टाइम मिलेगा, आई डोंट थिंक सो आदित्य। यस डेफिनेटली ये सब करने का टाइम नहीं मिलेगा, लेकिन फ्री हैंड भी आप तब बना पाओगे जब आप ये सीख पाओगे, ठीक है। व्हेन यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग द proportions on which your eye is going to fall, when you are going to understand the angle on which you have to sketch the eye, जब तक ये समझ में नहीं आएगा तब तक आप नहीं बना पाओगे। सो इट इज बेटर टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस। If the person is looking above, right, now I will move here, your nose will come over here, I will move here, your nose will come over here, the center line, and then what you gonna do, you are going to start with the jawline like this and extend this part. अब यहाँ से चिन आपका visible होगा, so this is what you are going to do in this. Right? तो यहाँ पर once you understand these guidelines, so you can easily, let's say you are sketching the, you have to sketch in a very quick way. What you can do, you can just give the markings like this, right? Loomis method is something which you need to understand for the proportions. The nose, the brows, and your lips part. And the hair, however you want to draw the hair. ठीक है? But to reach to your level on which the approximation needs to be done, you need to have a better understanding of the angles on which your eye should be drawn, in which your head should be drawn, the eye line should be there. इसकी एक proper understanding होनी चाहिए, otherwise you are not able to, or you will not be able to sketch head in your human anatomy as well. ठीक है? I hope this is clear to you kids. Practice this first, और इसी को आप base लेकर you draw the face or you draw the head in different angles as well. फाइन आर्ट्स भी नहीं करना है, अगर क्विक स्केचिंग भी करनी है, देयर इज दिस वन थिंग दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, यू नीड टू हैव अ better understanding of this. Okay, with this I am going to wind up the session. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you have any doubt regarding your USEED, NIT or NIFT, you can drop the comment in the comment section. Any doubt kids? Aditya and Ashish. चलो, I hope there is no doubt which you guys have. मिलते हैं अगले क्लास में, तब तक के लिए टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ एंड योर मेंटल हेल्थ टू। हैव अ